6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has reaffirmed the commitment to promote the well-being of every worker across all sectors. The Planning Minister has invited the energy companies of Turkmenistan to establish operations in Pakistan. Hajj flight operation to airlift the intending pilgrims to Saudi Arabia will commence tomorrow. Security forces have killed 71 Khawarij in North Waziristan during the last 3 days. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism have martyred a Kashmiri civilian in Kupwara district. In the Pakistan Super League, Multan Sultans will face Quetta Gladiators in Lahore tomorrow. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has reaffirmed the commitment to promoting the well-being of every worker across all sectors. In his message on the occasion of the World Day for Safety and Health at Work being observed today, he said the government remains committed to strengthening frameworks that protect the workers' rights and safety. The Prime Minister reiterated the important role of all the stakeholders, including employers, workers, policymakers, and innovators, in creating future-ready workplaces where technology and human values go hand in hand. The Minister for Planning and Development, Ahsan Iqbal, has invited the energy companies of Turkmenistan to establish operations in Pakistan. Addressing an event in Ashgabat, he expressed the optimism about the realization of the Turkmenistan to Pakistan gas pipeline project, which will allow Turkmenistan's energy resources to reach Pakistan and beyond. He highlighted that the project will contribute to regional energy security and support Pakistan's green energy transition, essential for coping with climate challenges and ensuring sustainable, accessible energy for all. Ahsan Iqbal also identified significant opportunities for collaboration in meat, fish, fruits, and other agri-based products. He noted the potential for strong industrial cooperation between Turkmenistan's cotton production and Pakistan's textile industry. A two-day digital Foreign Direct Investment Forum is commencing in Islamabad from tomorrow. Talking to foreign media in Islamabad today, the Minister for Information Technology and Telecommunications, Shahza Fatma Khwaja, said the Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif will be the chief guest at the opening session. She mentioned that the purpose of the forum is to showcase the country's potential in startups and IT companies. Shahza Fatma highlighted that the country's IT industry has been growing at a reasonably fast pace. She noted that export growth has been between 24 and 27%. The Minister for Information Technology said the target for the sector is an economic impact of $25 billion in the next 4 years. She emphasized that the country is also moving towards a cashless economy, noting that digital payments will create greater transparency and efficiency. The Hajj flight operation to airlift intending pilgrims to Saudi Arabia is commencing from tomorrow. The Ministry of Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony has completed all the arrangements in this regard. On the first day of the Hajj flight operation, 6 flights will be operated, 2 from Lahore and 1 each from Islamabad, Karachi, Quetta and Multan. Pakistan International Airlines flight PK713 carrying 393 pilgrims will depart at 4:45 in the morning from Islamabad International Airport. Under the government Hajj scheme, 89,000 pilgrims will be transported to the holy cities of Makkah and Medina through 342 flights. During the first 15 days of the operation, pilgrims will be flown directly to Medina. According to the Ministry of Religious Affairs, the Hajj flight operation will continue for 33 days. The last Hajj flight from Pakistan will depart on the 31st of next month. The Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony, Sardar Mohammad Yusuf, has urged the intending pilgrims to uphold national image during the Hajj journey by strictly following the Saudi laws. He expressed these views in an exclusive interview with Radio Pakistan's correspondent Abdur Rahman Chima in Islamabad. Congratulating the pilgrims for being chosen for the sacred journey, he pointed out that they also serve as ambassadors of their country in Saudi Arabia, highlighting the long-standing brotherly relations between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Sardar Mohammad Yusuf said these are anchored in shared Islamic values. The security forces have killed 71 Khawarij in North Waziristan during the last 3 days. According to ISPR, 54 Khawarij was sent to hell from Friday to yesterday. A deliberate sanitization operation was conducted in the surrounding areas of Hassan Khail in the North Waziristan district along the Pakistan-Afghanistan border last night. During the conduct of the operation, 17 more Khawarij who were operating on the behest of their foreign masters were killed. Weapons, ammunition and explosives were also recovered from the killed Khawarij. The security forces remain committed to secure the nation's frontiers and thwart the attempts at sabotaging peace, stability and progress of Pakistan. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism have martyred a Kashmiri civilian in Kupwara district. The troops raided the house of a 43-year-old social activist, Ghulam Rasul Magre, in Kandi Khas and shot him in the courtyard, leaving him critically injured. He succumbed to his injuries before reaching the hospital in Srinagar. Meanwhile, the Indian Forces personnel raided 13 locations in Doda district, harassing inmates, including women and children, and confiscating important documents and digital devices. Coordinated search operations continue across various districts in the Kashmir Valley and Jammu region. During the last week, the Indian troops martyred 3 innocent Kashmiris in fake encounters in Bandipora and Baramulla districts, arrested over 2,000 Kashmiris, and demolished at least a dozen homes in the widespread operations across the Kashmir Valley. 24 more Palestinians have been martyred in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. Meanwhile, during the hearing of the International Court of Justice at The Hague, a Palestinian envoy said Israel is using humanitarian aid as weapons of war. He said Gaza faces mass starvation due to an Israeli blockade. Over the next 5 days, 38 countries will address the 15-judge panel, including the United States, China, France, Russia, and Saudi Arabia. The League of Arab States, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the African Union will also make submissions during the International Court of Justice hearing. The hearings are being held at the request of the United Nations General Assembly, which voted in favor of asking the World Court to weigh on Israel's legal obligations last December. That resolution was put forward by Norway. In Yemen, the American attacks have killed 68 people at migrant facility in Saada. According to media reports, 47 people have also been injured in detention center for African migrants. Russia has declared a 72-hour unilateral ceasefire in Ukraine and called on Kiev to agree to pause. In a statement, President Vladimir Putin said Russian forces will conduct halt in the fighting from midnight on May 8th to midnight on May 10th. In Canada, polling for the parliamentary elections is being held today to elect members of the House of Commons for the 45th Canadian Parliament. The Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney and the Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre are main candidates for the Prime Minister's office. Cricket. In the 18th match of the Pakistan Super League, Multan Sultans will face Quetta Gladiators in Lahore tomorrow. The match will start at 8 p.m. And finally, the weather report. Hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very hot conditions are likely in central and southern parts during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.